Hey friends, it's Brian with Lean by Doing. I'm in the factory. About a month ago, Tom Hughes from Gemba Docs, he swung through and did a tour video of our new facility. And if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna share it here. But make sure you hop over on YouTube to Gemba Docs and like them and follow them for more great content. In the meantime, enjoy.
Hey, Tom here from Gemba Docs, and I'm in Kalamazoo, Michigan with my friend Brian Myers. Just finished doing some podcasts in the Lean by Doing studio, and now we're going to take a look around this awesome new facility. Come with me. So here we are in the front of the facility, and isn't the place gorgeous? Aesthetically, you just drive up here and it's like, wow, this place is awesome. And just right at the get-go, we got detail, we got lean. So if you look at every door, showroom, door number 6, we got door numbers all the way down the facility. So the guys are able to say, yeah, bring your truck to door number 8. And all of that confusion is gone. It's awesome. Come on. First stop, we're in the break room. Check this place out. Like, look at the furniture. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. And all of it is made internally, which is one of the things you're going to see as we go through the tour. So many of the lean solutions the guys have engineered and built themselves. So aesthetically, the place is beautiful. If we're looking out the door, we just got greenery everywhere. And almost every window in this place, when you look outside, you've got nature. And it just feels so light. You're in good form just being in the space. And look at just the intentionality around the facilities. Like, this is the refrigerator, which normally in your average shop is just, the white thing that somebody used to have in their garage. And you've got such clear visual management. Like we have a saying in Lean, doors tell lies. Well, they don't tell lies when they're glass. So again, wit's not wallet. We got more glass freezer space now so that people can bring frozen food to work. And you got this bank of microwaves. Again, fat American manufacturing produced. But how often when you come to your works canteen, there's a queue for the microwave? Not when you got 6 of them. I love these little islands of Gemba Docs-ness. Like here we got a bunch of Kanbans, but I love the SOP for the refill plastic ware dispenser. And it's just the intentionality of making it easy for the new person. So you got to bear in mind, the guys have only just moved in here, so it's not as perfect as it normally would be, but we got really, really simple, effective Kanban system. Look at this piece of art. It's just gorgeous and so much easier to manage things when they're so visual and they look so good. Because when you got a space here, you want to fill it. And finally, look, all made internally again. You got your cleaning materials all clearly identified. It's just beautiful. And again, we got a visual standard for how to do everything. Awesome. This is the morning meeting area. Really beautifully laid out. We're going to go through step by step what we got here. When the guys were planning their move, this was one of the big planning boards. So dollhouse is what Brian calls it. So all the key pieces of equipment are on here, and the guys were able to experiment in a virtual way with layouts and how they're going to create flow, which we're going to come on to. But really, really cool on this big scale model, being a very, very useful tool. And then in the area, we got 2 huge screens. So no matter where you are in the room, you've got a good visibility of the presentation that's happening. This is for safety. So we're on the 20th of September, no safety incidents, clearly a priority for the organization. Love the production planning board. So this is like, if we've got anybody who's either off or scheduled or unscheduled, we're able to move the team around. Everybody's fully aware. It's a morning meeting item, fully discussed. Love it. As well as what are the basic 3S rota system. And I love the pictures of everybody as well. It really personalizes it and helps create ownership. So how cool is this? So if you're a guest, I already have one. Brian gives all his guests an 8-waste poster from Fat American Manufacturing. Even that's on a Kanban system. So I watched the guys during the morning meeting this morning. Whoever gets the weekly Golden Banana Award for like being a really big contributor to the team, they get to spin the wheel. And I found it great. So this morning, A guy won a $50 Speedway voucher. And there's some really cool prizes here. It's just really, really nice engagement builder. I loved it. And I love what the guys have done. Like, it's so normal to have a wall, a boring wall for long service. But in typical Brian fashion, he took it to another level of creativity. So we got these football style long service award banners along here on the roof. It's so good. Who's been here 10 years, 5 years, and this will just keep building as the service progresses. It's amazing. We're going to look at one of the works bathrooms, and Brian's been very intentional. There are 9 bathrooms spread right across the facility, so it's never a bottleneck. You never have to walk miles to get to the bathroom. Each one has got this individual reference number, so that when they're planning the rota, it's very clear who's doing what. When we come in here, you got the normal Gemba Docs standard super stuff. Clean materials nice and easily, well organized. And you'll see here the floor, Brian's been really intentional about this as well. We've got no painted floors anywhere. This one's just been waxed, I believe, but it's so easy to maintain and it was cost effective to get it to look really, really cool. So right back from my days in automotive, my boss who used to coach me in how to audit and select suppliers, the places you looked were the works bathroom, the dumpster, and follow the process right through. So if I was looking at this place gets a gold star for the bathrooms. We're going to look at the dumpster and then we're going to follow the process right through. So it's a long walk to the back, so let's go. So here we are, we got to the dumpsters. It was quite a walk, but look, that's what I call good. You got everything, there's no crap all over the place. The material is where the material should be. So why did I look in the dumpster? One of the reasons is if people care about the trash, you can be damn sure they care about the product. So it's a really positive indicator of your culture. So we're at the beginning of the process where trucks are coming in with material ready to enter the process. And it's a difference between Brian's old place and this one is the trucks can drive right into the building. And then here, we've got a craning system to unload. So we don't need forklifts and it can go straight onto the racks from here. It's just so cool. So right at the beginning of the process, the majority of the stuff coming off this saw is going into the mill and the lathe. So look how close it all is. It's just the proximity is great, minimizing transportation, creating flow. Just before we dive into the next part of the process, if we look at just what we have here, there are no floor markings in place intentionally at this moment because Brian's working out what the flow is. So we're going to keep that fluid, see where the people are moving, see where the walkways are going to be, and then we're going to lay them out. There's some really nice visual control here already. Any red pillar that you see in the facility is a fire point. So there's going to be a fire extinguisher there. So no matter where you are in the building, it's super easy to find. So here we're at one of the laser cutting machines, and this one's brand new. It's a Mazak Smart Cell with a robot picker. It's one of 3 in the USA right now. So the guys are really pushing the innovation with it. The guys are currently programming it. But basically, on each pallet, you can have up to 5 sheets, and you can single piece flow your laser cutting in a way that was just not possible with the original machine. This is the number 2 laser machine, and in the past, if Brian had a problem with this, it could impact production for weeks, even if it was only down for a few days. So now we got some redundancy in the system. In the last facility, when I visited before, everything's on the floor, everybody's bending down, there's a lot of struggle, a lot of ergonomics issues. In the new facility, Brian's implemented these flat top trolleys, or carts as you call them here in the States. Just really beautifully designed, all made in-house. These plastic pallets are going to really wear well, and they're deliberately designed so that they're not going to just hold crap on them and scratch parts and everything. So now we're at the press brake cell, and the guys have added another 100-ton machine here. They used to have an 80-ton and a 100-ton, and they had all kinds of issues with scheduling where some jobs wouldn't go on both machines. Problem now solved, and a lot more capacity. This is actually the current bottleneck in the process. And it's something about this place, it makes it so fun to visit. They're just playful. Like, look at this, is Mrs. Darlosaurus Benz. So this is our first Minomi cart. So we got shelves, which is much ergonomically better for managing the material through the process. They're all designed to work with an AMR, a robot that's going to be transporting these and removing a lot of the transportation labor waste that the guys have. So we got to bear in mind the guys have only just moved in here, and not all their systems are fully robust and up to date yet. But here we are, we got our weekly goals. We're in Monday at the moment, so the guys are, this target's still a work in progress, but it's just great. I love visual management in the workplace. Are we having a good day or not? It's evident here. And here's another one of the boards that the guys have made here themselves. We got a full green Kamishibai board. We didn't stage it. All of it there, daily, weekly, monthly tasks. We're near the end of the month, so this is all going well. We got our turn back board, which is just really that system's getting back up and running now, but our issues are here. We got our issues there, and then the guys are going to be working on countermeasures. We've been in the laser cutting, we've been in press brakes, and now we got our river of metal going into fabrication. Isn't that gorgeous? Guys have built all their own welding booths. All of this is built from scratch, and a system I haven't seen myself in a welding organization. They're not extracting at each individual workstation. It's an overall extraction system. It's open air. And that's what all these big blue curtains are for, because that's circulating the air periodically through the building, cleaning it. And it's just really nice environment to be a welder. So just have a look at this welding cell. Look at the brightly lit environment we've got. We've got the air freely circulating. We've got all the tools we need. It's really buttoned down. So this is where the river of metal continues from welding and fabrication going into powder coating. And again, just look at this. We've only got a few steps to make and we're adding value. I love this rack for powder coating. Like normally this is a total mess, and normally it's a caked, horrible, ugly thing. And here we go. Different rated hooks are on here. It's just so easy, all on wheels. Goes with me wherever the work is. It's just a work of art again. So back in Brian's old system, and for the oven and the curing, you had to wheel the trolleys in and wheel them back out through the same door. And one of the improvements they made is now we got doors on each end of the ovens, so you can take everything in a unidirectional flow. It's way better. The guys had to engineer all this themselves. They had to put new doors on this thing all during the process of moving. Like, so impressive. Back in Brian's old place, they'd have to wheel everything across, back over the road into the packaging area. Now it's just coming straight out of the oven. And here we go, you just gotta let it cool down for 30 minutes. And then we're onto these trolleys for going into the packaging process. Now the guys are using the water spider concept. So Travis, just behind me here, he's putting all the packaging material and all the bolt packs ready for the guys here in the packaging line to just add value without having to walk around looking for everything. And like, one of the things I love about coming to this place is they don't hide anything. So this is an opportunity for improvement here. We got scheduling problems, parts are coming early, the other parts aren't ready, and we got blockages in the flow. But the guys are working on solving the problems, and every time I come here, it just gets lots better. I love this little simple Kanban system. Might not be the prettiest one you've ever seen in the world, but the guys have just made a move and they needed a solution. So the local guys in the cell here just put this together. Simple piece of pallet racking, everything's nice and clear. Got Kanbans, anybody can use it, close to point of use, beautiful. So we're in the bolt pack area just prior to shipping, and the guys in their previous place, these used to be in conventional pallet racks and were really going up to the sky, really ergonomically painful for managing this kind of product. They didn't want to take that over to this facility. So engineered and built these specific two bin racks to do the job here. And they're really cool. Check this out. So easy. So we're in the final part of the process now. This is where the product, the supermarket, if you like, the guys are doing their move and they're focused on everything that they're producing at the moment is sold. But as we get more in line with the market, we will be stocking out the supermarket more. What a trip that was. I really, really love coming here. You'll love it if you come too. The guys are so hospitable. They're so sharing about their lean journey. You're gonna love it. I've loved it. Thanks for watching.